This is really what people mean when they say that cosplay is hot. When you record your video and for some reason it doesn't save. Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. So before we begin into the video, if you hear a small noise, that's my little desk fan because I'm burning up in this. But yeah, today I am dressed up as Jimmy from At Dead of Night because I'm doing some stuff on my Instagram. And I thought this would be fitting since it's October, so we can do some costume videos. But yeah, today I am going to be doing one of my, I guess, twisted history, even though it's not something you would learn in a history class, but it did happen in the past, so that's what we're going to label this. But we are going to be talking about the inspiration behind 3 different horror movies, and this one is going to be a doozy. So with that in mind, let us get into the video. So how this video is going to be laid out is I'm going to give a little bit of information on the person that inspired the movies and then get into the actual movies and how he inspired them. So today we are going to be talking about the notorious killer and grave robber Ed Gein. So Ed Gein was born in Plainfield, Wisconsin, and that's why one of his nicknames is called the Plainfield Ghoul, because Plainfield, Wisconsin. If I look to the side, I've got my notes pulled up on my computer, so yeah. So he grew up in a repressive household dominated by a controlling mother. And when she died in 1945 is when his mental health started to really go astray. When she died, the parts of the house that she normally took care of, he kept them up immaculately just like she did, while the rest of the house just kind of fell into disarray. So in 1957 is when he was apprehended as a suspect in murder. And they went to his home and they found that he was highly disturbed. He had human organs and fashion clothing and accessories out of body parts. Yeah, isn't that fun? So he was obsessively devoted to his mother. He never left home, never dated anyone, and he also developed an interest in anatomy books as well as Nazi propaganda. Yay.
It's always a fun time when the Nazis are involved, isn't it?
But he actually managed to support himself as a handyman and get this, a babysitter. A babysitter. Like, I just can't even imagine that. But when it came to his trial, at first he was deemed inadmissible to talk in court for reason of insanity, so he was put in a mental health institution, and then he was brought back out because they said no, he is good to stay in trial, and then a little bit later they're like, no, he needs to go back to a mental health asylum because he's criminally insane. So it's like the court system didn't really know what to do with him, didn't know, like, did he do this just because? Was there something going on there? What? But, yeah, this is how he became an inspiration for a bunch of horror films. So if you want to learn more about him and his crimes, because a lot of the stuff that he did is not YouTube appropriate, I'll have it linked in the down bar for you to read more about him. But now we're going to get into the movies that he inspired. So there are 3 main movies that we're going to be talking about today. 2 of them are some of my personal favorites, and then one of them I haven't seen before, but I kind of want to, I'm not sure. So anyway, we are going to be talking about Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Silence of the Lambs. Now I know what you're thinking at first glance. Yes, these are horror films. What do they really have in common with each other? Well, they have Ed Gein. Isn't that lovely? But the first movie that we're going to be talking about is Psycho. Again, one of my favorites. You can't see him over here, but I do have Norman Bates as a Funko Pop. Anthony Perkins is, love him. But yeah, read the book. Books are super good. I do have them on my bookshelf up here. Books are super good. All the movies are super good. But we're mainly going to be talking about the main movie, Psycho. So the big thing in Psycho that relates to Ed Gein is the whole idea of mother issues, which is a topic that comes up a lot in horror movies and horror genres. A little bit comes up in At Dead of Night with Jimmy's mother. That's a whole big thing. If you haven't played the game, I highly suggest you do to understand that. But yeah, it's the whole thing of mother issues, being obsessed with your mother, which, you know, I can't say anything because me and my mom are like Rory and Lorelai, the Gilmore Girls. So, you know, like, I can't say anything. But yeah, that's really how he inspired that part. And then Norman Bates dressing up as his mother. I swear this video doesn't want to film. This is my third time filming this, and my makeup looks different because, like I said, I was doing stuff on my Instagram. But anyway, what I was talking about was Norman Bates dressing up as his mom. This correlates to Ed Gein and Buffalo Bill in that in the movie Silence of the Lambs, Buffalo Bill makes a a human body suit out of real people. And oh yeah, Ed Gein did that in real life. That's why he became a grave robber in the first place, was to get the body parts necessary to build a female bodysuit so that he could crawl inside and be his mother. Yep, there we go. That's where, again, mother issues come into play, as well as the bodysuit. And then we finally get to Leatherface, which how he inspired, or Ed Gein inspired him, was again the mask that Leatherface wears is a full human face. Ed Gein had a bunch of those in his house. He made furniture out of skin and bones and everything, and just had a bunch of body parts lying around, just like, hey, welcome to home. That would have been an interesting cribs, wouldn't it? But yeah, that is how Ed Gein inspired 3 horror films. I'm pretty sure that he inspired others, but those are the ones that are really talked about and the ones that I wanted to talk about in this video. And it's just interesting to see that, you know, these movies, we watch them and we're like, oh, that'll never happen, that couldn't happen, but yet they're inspired by things that did happen. Like, but that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, learned something a little bit new. As always, I'll have stuff in the down bar for you to read on this subject, because I couldn't talk about a lot of it because a lot of it isn't YouTube friendly. So go see it for yourself, educate yourself. That's the way that we grow, is to learn more knowledge. You don't know everything about everything, so that's why we always have to learn, look at different viewpoints, read a bunch of different stuff. And that's the end of this video. I am going to do more of these videos for the month of October. I've learned some super interesting facts about other horror films, so we will be talking about them. Will I dress up as Jimmy? Who knows? I may be in costume as Jimmy. I may be a different person. I may have a Halloween inspired outfit. We don't know. It's spooky season. Anything can happen. But for this video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you enjoyed this, stick around for other things that I do on the channel. Look at my Instagram. I have a lot of fun over there doing different reels and stuff. Come follow me, hang out, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Also, this was my first time doing eye bag makeup, and I don't know. Like, it fits Hugo Punch. That's what I did it for, but I don't know if I'm a fan or not. I don't know.